Link, Apple, loop, Dolby on. Doc, Facebook. Audio Games Map, 15 apps. Audio, Helheid, Blinknest. Liggend, Blinknest, gebied voor directe aanraking.
Welcome to Blind Quest, the enchanted castle. You have reached Desert of Sarteris, far east. Swipe left, or swipe right. To move. Saving point. You saved the game. Helen. Helen warns Nathan that the next destination is the Academy of Magic to the west. A talented student is studying how to put a spell on weapons. Helen precedes Nathan. Guard. The princess's personal guard is silent, as usual. Signpost. On the signpost, there are various indications. To the north, the swamp of Melfris. To the west, the Academy of Magic. And to the east, the Freyda territories. Cactus. The desert is incredibly hot, but these giant cactuses contain water and help you to never suffer from thirst. Soldier. The soldier tells Nathan that he fought in the war against the dukedom of Freyda, asking him if he fought there too. Swipe left to say yes. Swipe right to say no. The soldier says he's happy to meet a comrade. He gives Nathan a healing potion. Northern exit, eastern exit, western exit. The path continues beside a dusty cemetery. You have reached Desert of Sarteris, east. Swipe left. Or swipe right. To Apprentice. You opened the... Welcome to... You have reached Save Desert. Helen. Helen War... Guard. The Prince. Signpost. On the sign... Cactus. The desert. Soldier. The soldier... Swipe left. The soldier says he's happy to meet a comrade. He gives Nathan a healing potion. Northern exit. Eastern, western exit. The path continues beside a dusty cemetery. You have reached Desert of Apprentice, a student of the Academy of Magic. He advises Nathan that the desert is full of monsters. A student of the Academy... Ghoul. The battle begins. Blah. On the right. 100% life points. Great. Victory! Nathan gains experience points. Nathan gets a healing potion. Double tap to continue. Apprentice. Cemetery. Graves in the desert. Nathan wonders if there are travelers down there. Ghoul. The battle begins. 100% life points. Even great. On the right. 100% life points. Victory! Nathan gains experience points. Double tap to Apprentice. Cemetery. Cultist. The battle begins. Blow on the left. 100% blow in the middle. Nathan gets he's in great shape. More in the middle. More than 75. Victory! Nathan gains experience points. Double tap to Apprentice. Cemetery. Commoner woman. Eastern commoner woman. A pale young girl asks Nathan if he can recover the puppet she lost in the desert. Eastern commoner woman. A pale young girl asks Nathan. Eastern, western, apprentice, western. Nathan enters an army encampment. Not so far away, he sees a glimpse of the Academy of Magic. You have reached Desert of Sarteris. Apprentice. The apprentice says that everyone can study magic, but only the royal family can practice it. The apprentice says that everyone can study magic. Encampment. The academy doesn't want soldiers in its territory, and so they have to stay away from it. Soldier. The soldiers are here to protect the students of the Academy of Magic, but also to keep an eye on them. Supervisor. The same scholar Nathan met in the swamp. He tells the mercenary that a long time ago he attended the Academy of Magic, but he preferred to travel instead of having his nose in books. The same scholar Nathan met in the swamp. He tells the mercenary that a long time ago he attended the Academy. Eastern exit, southern, western exit, apprentice, western exit, southern exit, eastern, southern exit. The sound of water fills Nathan's ears. It seems like a lush oasis compared to all this sand and dryness. You have reached Palm, desert of Sartera. It is not a mirage. It's a real oasis. Broken arquebus. Some kind of weapon. Almost covered by sand. Soldier. The soldier asks Nathan to kill the necromancer, the chief of the cultists. He is not strong enough. He should be near the cemetery just now. Apprentice. The apprentice tells Nathan that he and Philo were in the oasis to source water, and some men attacked them. They were alone and everything was so quick. But maybe nearby Nathan can find some clue about who they were. The apprentice is still upset about being assaulted. Gravedigger. The man tells Nathan that he is the one who takes care of the cemetery there. Nathan asks if he knows a pale young girl. As an answer, he gives him a dirty puppet and tells him that people often steal it from that poor girl just for fun. Nathan tries to ask more about the girl, but the man changes the subject. Northern exit. Palms. Northern. You have reached Desert Apprentice. Encampment. Soldier. Supervisor. Eastern exit. Southern exit. Eastern exit. You have reached Apprentice. Ghoul. The battle begins. Nathan gets more hit. Than 75% in the middle. He isn't worried about it. Right. Victory! Nathan gains experience points. Double tap to Apprentice Cemetery. The necromancer is looking for something near the gravestones. Nathan attacks him. The battle begins. Blow in the middle. More than 75%. More than 75%. More than 75%. More than 75%. Nathan gets hit. More than. Blow in the middle. Blow in the middle. Blow on the right. Blow on the right. More than 75% right. Blow in the middle. Blow in the middle. 75% right. Nathan gets hit. 75% right. Less than 75. Blow on the less than 75%. Blow on the left. Victory! Nathan gains experience points. Nathan gets a healing potion. Double tap to continue. Graves in the desert. Nathan wonders if there are travelers down there. Ghoul. The battle begins. Blow in the middle. Nathan gets 75% blow in the middle. Blow on the right. Victory! Nathan gains experience points. Nathan gets a healing potion. Double tap to continue. Apprentice. Cemetery. Cultist. The battle begins. Blow on the right. Blow on the left. Victory! Nathan gains experience points. Double tap to Apprentice. Cemetery. Eastern, western, grave. Western exit. Grave. Nathan can't find the girl anymore. Now there is a grave where she was. Nathan notices a healing potion near it. He swaps the puppet for the potion. Apprentice. Grave. Western exit. You have reached Desert of Sartare. Western, southern, west. Apprentice. The apprentice says that everyone can study magic. Encampment. The academy doesn't want soldier. The soldiers are here to protect the student. Supervisor. The same scholar Nathan met in the swamp. He tells the mercenary that a long time ago he attended the Academy of Magic. Eastern exit. Southern exit. You have Palms. Desert. It is not a mirage. It's a real oasis. Broken aquabus. Almost covered by the sand. An aquabus. Only people of Freda own weapons like this. Maybe they are the ones who kidnapped Philo. But why? Soldier. The soldier thanks Nathan. Without the necromancer, the cultists will be weaker. As a result, he gives him some healing potion. Apprentice. The apprentice is still upset about being assaulted. Gravedigger. Nathan tries to ask more about the girl, but the man changes the subject. Northern Palms. Broken Palms. It is not a broken aquabus. It's sinking in the sand. Broken aquabus. Palm. Northern exit. You have reached Western exit. In front of Nathan there is an imposing building dug in the rock. It is the seat of the Academy of Magic. You have reached Helen. Helen can't believe that the Freda people can be on the warpath again. Nathan must go to the Freda territories to free Philo. Helen can't believe that one-eyed apprentice. The Academy of Magic reveals to Nathan that the cultist's chief is a mysterious necromancer. Someone says that he used to be a teacher at the academy. The Academy of Magic reveals to Nathan, tall apprentice. The boy tells Nathan that cultists can freely use magic. This is the reason why they are so dangerous. The boy tells Nathan, apprentice. The apprentice says to Nathan that years ago some students rebelled and became cultists. The apprentice says to Nathan that years ago some students rebelled and became cultists. Academy of Magic. The Academy of Magic hosts many young noblemen who hope to serve the royal palace sooner or later. Eastern exit. Western exit. Helen. Western. Nathan must talk to Helen. Helen. Helen can't believe that the Western exit. Nathan must talk to Helen before continuing. Eastern exit. You have reached Western Desert. Eastern exit. You have reached Apprentice. Grave. Western. Eastern. Cultist. Blow on the right. Nathan gets hit. 75% life. Less than victory. Nathan gains experience points. Double tap. Grave. Western, Eastern. You have reached saving point. Desert of Sartaris. You saved the game. Western, Eastern, Northern exit. East. A simple signpost says that Nathan is entering the territories of Freyda. You have reached Prison of Signpost. The signpost says that the realm of Reldia is to the east. Soldier. The soldier says that officially the people of Freyda lost the war, but actually they haven't lost any territories. The soldier says that a merchant. The merchant tells Nathan he won't talk to people from Freyda. Gamekeeper. The man explains that Freyda technology is much more advanced than Reldia's. They only won thanks to the magic of King Alan. Signpost of the prison. The signpost warns that the prison territories are part of the Freyda nation. Eastern exit. Western signpost. Western. You have reached Desert. Western. Eastern exit. You have Western East prison. Nathan infiltrates the prison. He knows that he's on enemy ground, but his sword is ready for battle. You have reached Prison of Freyda, south. Arquebusier of the battle begins. No on the right. 100%. 100 on the left. Victory! Nathan gains experience points. Double tap to Arquebusier of Freyda. The Arquebusier has no will to attack Nathan. He says he wants to surrender. He asks Nathan to go to the fortress of Rodham and find a document which will allow him and his family to escape to Reldia. Weapons rack. The arquebus is the characteristic weapon of Freyda. Nathan is not able to use it. Arquebusier of the battle begins. No on the right. 100% life. 100% in the middle. Go in the middle. Victory! Nathan gains experience points. Double tap to Arquebusier of Freyda. The Arquebusier has no will to attack Nathan. He says he wants to surrender. He asks Nathan to go to the fortress of Rodham and find a document which will allow him and his family to escape to Reldia. Weapons rack. Northern exit. Western exit. Arquebus. Western. Northern exit. Nathan goes into the prison. The walls around him are covered with humidity stains. The sound of rattling chains can be heard in the distance. You have reached Prison of Freyda, center. Saving point. You saved the game. Weapons rack. Some arquebus are leaning against the wall. It's a lethal weapon. More lethal than a sword. Some arquebus are chains. The perfect tool for a jailer. Arquebusier of the battle. 100% points. 100%. Nathan gets hit. Go on the left. Victory! Nathan gains experience points. Nathan gets a healing potion. Double tap to saving point. You saved the game. Weapons rack. Chains. Lieutenant of Freyda. The Freyda lieutenant blocks Nathan's way. He says his men are worth less than nothing, so he will personally kill the mercenary. The battle below on the right. 100 meters. Nathan gets low. Nathan
More
gets
than
hit.
75.
On the left.
More than 75.
Low on the
More
right.
than 75. More than
Low on the left. Low on the left.
more than 7.
Nathan
Less
gets
than
hit.
70.
Low in the middle. Nathan gets low in the middle. Nathan gets hit. Less low in the middle. Low on
Less
the
than
right.
75%.
Less
Low
than
in the middle.
70. Low
Less
in the
than
middle. Nathan gets hit. Low in the middle. Blow on the right. Blow on the left. Blow in the middle. 50%. Blow on the
Less-
right.
Less
Blow
than
on the left. Blow in the middle.
less
Blow in the middle. Blow on the left. Blow on the left. Victory! Nathan gains experience points. Nathan gets a healing potion. Double tap to continue. Nathan enters the jailer's room. On the wall there is a map, and in the center of the room there is an empty table. You have reached chains. The perfect tool for a jailer. Map. A map of the realm of Reldia. There are signs drawn on it. It almost looks like an invasion plan. Prison guard. The jailer attacks Nathan. The battle begins. Low on the right. Low on the left. Less than 50%. Less than in the middle. Less than 50%. Less than 50%. Low on the right. Low on the right. Nathan gets hit. 50. Low in the middle. Less than right. Low in the middle. 50% right. Low in the middle. Low on the less than 50. Low in the middle. Nathan gets hit. Low on the right. Low in the middle. Less than 50. Less than 50. Victory! Nathan gains experience points. Nathan increases his experience level. Nathan gets a healing potion. Double tap to continue. Southern exit. You opened the menu. You opened the inventory page. You selected 28 healing potion. The glass. You opened your back chains. Map. Table. Map. A map of the realm of Reldia. There are signs drawn on it. Table. An empty table. Southern exit. Chains. Southern. You have reached saving point. Prison of Freda. You saved the game. Weapons rack. Save northern exit. Southern exit. Eastern exit. Nathan enters Philo's cell. The close environment stinks of humidity, and there is mold everywhere. You have reached prison chains. These chains were meant for Philo. Philo thanks Nathan for saving him and asks what he's doing there. Nathan says he and the princess need a sword with the ability to kill ghosts, but he is the only one who knows how to create it. Philo is happy to see Nathan again. Many years have passed since the last time. You have reached prison northern exit. You have reached prison of southern exit. Table. Southern exit. You have reached northern prison of Freda. Center. You have reached prison of Freda. South. Western exit. You have reached western prison. You have reached saving point. Desert of Sarteris, far east. You saved again. Western exit. You have reached grave. Desert. Western exit. You have reached Desert of Western Exit. Apprentice. Western Exit. You have Helen. Desert of Sarteris. Helen is happy. Now that they have an expert magician, she just needs some magic crystal powder to fight the ghosts. Philo is beside her, confirming that now they only have to go to the Crystal Lands to the west. Western Exit. Nathan, Philo, and Helen leave the desert and arrive at the entrance to the city of Kurigos. In the middle of the street, there is a very distressed man. Behind him, the city is on fire. You have reached City of Kurigos. East. Swipe left. Or swipe right. To move. You opened the menu. Welcome to Blind Quest. The Enchanted Castle.
Blink stand.